Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you enjoy this story. I'm going to try and upload a new story each day. The Lament of the Lighthouse. The Isle of Wight, the serene haven bathed in moonlight, harbored a secret that lurked within the towering structure known as the St. Catherine's Lighthouse. Holly, a young and adventurous lighthouse keeper, took residence on the isolated island to escape the chaos of the mainland. Little did she know that her escape would plunge her into a macabre tale of maritime tragedy. One gloomy evening, Holly stumbled upon a dusty, time-worn journal tucked away in a forgotten corner of the lighthouse. Its pages whispered of the sorrowful tales of ships guided astray by the very beacon that was meant to protect them. The journal was penned by a long-forgotten lighthouse keeper named Elias, who had witnessed horrors beyond the comprehension of mortals. As Holly delved into the pages, the chilling accounts unfolded like the tides. She learned of spectral ships, their phantom sails billowing in the wind, lured by an otherworldly force emanating from the lighthouse itself. The journal spoke of despair, of lost souls yearning for release, and of a curse that shackled them to the realm between life and death. Haunted by the words on the pages, Holly felt a cold shiver crawl down her spine. As the last entry beckoned her to the lighthouse's lantern room, she ascended the spiraling staircase with trepidation. The ominous glow of the lantern cast eerie shadows on the walls, dancing to the melancholic symphony of the isle's mournful winds. Upon reaching the summit, Holly hesitated before unlocking the heavy door to the lantern room. As it creaked open, a ghostly chill enveloped her, and the air seemed to thicken with the weight of unspoken tragedies. The ethereal forms of the lost sailors materialized before her eyes, their eyes pleading for an end to their perpetual torment. Desperation clung to the air as the spirits whispered their tales, recounting the fateful nights when the lighthouse betrayed them. Each ghost longed for closure, a resolution to the maritime disasters that had claimed their lives. Holly, guided by an unexplainable courage, vowed to unravel the mystery and bring peace to the forsaken souls. The journal became her guide, leading her through the labyrinth of maritime lore and ancient maritime rituals. Holly discovered that the lighthouse had become a vessel for a malevolent force that fed on the misery of the lost sailors. The curse could only be broken by a selfless act of sacrifice, a deed that would sever the lighthouse's connection to the otherworldly realm. As Holly delved deeper into the heart of the curse, the malevolent force fought back, manifesting its spectral guardians to thwart her progress. Shadows lurked in every corner, and the air itself seemed to conspire against her. Yet, fueled by determination and empathy for the tormented spirits, Holly pressed on. The climax unfolded in a tempest of supernatural fury. Holly, standing on the precipice of the lantern room, faced the malevolent force that sought to perpetuate the maritime tragedies. With the journal in hand, she recited the ancient incantations that would break the curse, offering herself as the vessel for the spirit's release. The lighthouse trembled, and the malevolent force unleashed its final onslaught. As the spectral tempest raged, Holly's sacrifice became the beacon that guided the lost souls towards their long-awaited resolution. The lighthouse, once a harbinger of despair, now stood silent against the backdrop of the Isle of Wight, bathed in a somber yet serene light. The winds that had once carried the mournful wails of the lost sailors now whispered words of gratitude. The spirits, liberated from their eternal torment, faded away into the moonlit night, leaving Holly alone in the now tranquil lantern room. As the first rays of dawn broke over the Isle of Wight, Holly descended the lighthouse, the weight of the haunting ordeal lifted from her shoulders. The journal, its pages now blank, rested in her hands as a testament to the harrowing journey that had unfolded on the isle. The Crescent Cove Lighthouse, once a vessel of doom, stood as a silent sentinel against the tides, its light forever changed by the sacrifice of a brave soul named Holly. In the aftermath of the supernatural storm, the Isle of Wight gradually returned to a state of eerie calm. The ocean murmured softly against the rocky shore, as if acknowledging the profound change that had occurred within the lighthouse. Holly, though physically drained, felt an inexplicable sense of peace settling over the island. Word of the events at St. Catherine's Lighthouse spread throughout the close-knit island community. Islanders, who had long sensed an otherworldly presence lingering near the coastline, discovered the truth behind the maritime tragedies that had plagued their shores for generations. The locals, initially skeptical, began to embrace the newfound tranquility that permeated the air. Holly, having become an unwitting hero, found solace in the support of the community. The Isle of Wight, once a refuge for her personal escape, became a place where she was revered as the one who had freed the lost souls from their spectral chains. Yet, despite the gratitude she received, Holly couldn't shake off the haunting memories of the lighthouse's dark history. In the weeks that followed, Holly dedicated herself to documenting the events in a new journal. She chronicled the tale of the cursed lighthouse, detailing the rituals and incantations that had ultimately broken the malevolent force's grip on the souls trapped between worlds. The journal, she decided, would serve as a warning and a guide, ensuring that the dark legacy of the lighthouse would not be forgotten. As Holly delved into the island's history, she uncovered forgotten stories of previous lighthouse keepers who had mysteriously vanished or met tragic ends. The curse, it seemed, had cast its shadow over multiple generations, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions. Determined to unravel the full extent of the curse, Holly sought out the few remaining elders who held ancient knowledge about the island's mystical past. During her investigations, Holly discovered a hidden chamber beneath the lighthouse, accessible only through a concealed passageway. In that chamber, she unearthed relics of a forgotten era, tattered navigational charts, weathered logbooks, and artifacts that hinted at a time when the lighthouse was revered for its protective aura rather than feared for its curse. As she pieced together the fragments of the island's history, Holly uncovered a connection between the malevolent force and a tragic incident from centuries past. A ship, carrying a cargo of mysterious artifacts, had wrecked on the shores of the Isle of Wight. The relics, now scattered throughout the island, held the key to the curse's origin. Driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to cleanse the Isle of Wight once and for all, Holly embarked on a perilous quest to locate and gather the scattered artifacts. Each discovery brought her closer to unraveling the ancient mystery that had plagued the island for centuries. The journey led her to hidden caves, ancient ruins, and remote corners of the island. Along the way, she faced spectral challenges and encountered apparitions seeking to deter her from her quest. Yet, guided by the knowledge gained from the journal and her own indomitable spirit, Holly pressed on, determined to break the final remnants of the curse that lingered in the shadows. As Holly collected the last artifact, a ceremonial amulet believed to be the focal point of the malevolent force, she sensed a surge of energy. The very air seemed to crackle with anticipation as she made her way back to the hidden chamber beneath the lighthouse. The artifacts, when united, emitted a pulsating light that bathed the chamber in an ethereal glow. With the amulet in hand, Holly recited an incantation she had deciphered from the ancient texts. The artifacts responded, resonating with a powerful energy that transcended time and space. The malevolent force, weakened by centuries of confinement, fought against its impending demise. The chamber quivered as the final incantation echoed through the air. The artifacts fused together, forming a radiant sphere of light that enveloped the amulet. Holly, surrounded by the spectral remnants of the curse, held her breath as the energy surged and then dissipated, leaving the lighthouse in serene silence. The curse, broken at last, released its hold on the Isle of Wight. The spirits, once bound by tragedy, ascended into the afterlife, their anguished wails replaced by a gentle breeze that carried the scent of the sea. The lighthouse, once a vessel of doom, stood as a testament to Holly's unwavering determination and the resilience of the island that had weathered centuries of supernatural turmoil. The Isle of Wight, now free from the shadow of the curse, embraced a new era of tranquility. Holly, having played a pivotal role in the island's redemption, continued her duties as the lighthouse keeper. The once haunted beacon now radiated a guiding light, symbolizing not only the safety of seafarers but also the triumph of courage over the darkest forces that lurked in the maritime shadows. As Holly gazed out from the lantern room, she felt a profound connection to the spirit she had helped find peace. The moonlight danced on the tranquil waters surrounding the Isle of Wight, and the lighthouse, once a source of lament, stood tall against the horizon, a silent guardian watching over the newfound serenity of St. Catherine's Cove. The echoes of maritime tragedy had finally been replaced by the harmonious melody of a coastal haven reborn. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please don't forget to like, and even better, like and subscribe. Thank you very much, and I hope you have had a great day.